We so often get down on ourselves and stuck in a rut that leaves us uninspired and feeling flat. Our goals suffer, our work suffers, and our most important relationships suffer. But living in a beautiful state is possible, and when you hold yourself to this standard and stay in this positive and empowering state, you can end your suffering. And most of what we experience in the form of ruminating thoughts is suffering. Make no mistake about it. Thoughts about feeling lonely or not having enough money, or whether we should have ordered the steak instead of the chicken. The state of suffering is rooted in fear. And in particular, there are three categories of fears that we face: less, loss, never. The fear of less is driven by the insatiable comparison we all find ourselves fueled by, and is particularly prevalent and captivated with social media. Loss is always hard to deal with and can pervade our every thought. Loss of freedom, loss of jobs, and loss of loved ones seems to surround us more and more. And the fear of never holds us back from our full potential. When we're stuck thinking about our inadequacies, we can never fully accomplish what we're capable of. Never keeps us held in a fixed mindset, instead of opening up to the possibilities of growth. But all hope is not lost. We can turn things around and rise up above our suffering by committing to living in a positive state. And to counteract the state of suffering, we must do three things on a regular basis: appreciate and enjoy, learn and grow, love, give, and be grateful. First, appreciating and enjoying really comes down to the present moment and how we are able to maintain our focus on it. Second, learning and growth not only end suffering, but they also help to bring more flow and fulfillment to our days. Because growth is at the core of accessing the flow state, it's always a worthy pursuit to constantly pursue progress. And third, love, give, and be grateful. Love and generosity will bring more to your life. Contribution to something larger than yourself will bring you a higher sense of purpose. Now I want to share with you a practice that you can use to end your suffering at any time and bring yourself back into a beautiful state. It's called Oponopono, and it's a practice that's used as a way to deal with your daily frustrations and struggles, but it can also be a potent way to work on forgiveness, which is even more valuable when it comes to that positive mindset than just practicing gratitude. It is important to recognize that you will fall back into a state of suffering again. But now that you know that and you can anticipate that, you can use these practices as a way to get back into a positive mindset and notice and name when you are not in a perfect state. The practice of Ho'oponopono works anytime and anywhere, but if you make it into a ritual for yourself and take it seriously, you'll get more out of it. You'll want to get into a quiet and comfortable position before starting. Bring to mind a situation from your past that weighs heavily on you. I'm talking a 9 out of 10 on the emotionally upsetting scale. Spend a minute thinking about and feeling this situation from your past. Now, while you're thinking about it, place your hands on your heart and start to repeat the 4 phrases of Ho'oponopono, either out loud or in your head if you feel more comfortable that way. The 4 phrases are: thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. You can even simplify it to just repeating thank you, I love you. Repeat this over and over again for a few minutes, between 3 and 5 minutes, and notice what it does to the emotional intensity of the situation that you brought to mind. It will really dramatically decrease. A few important notes here. This practice works because our minds are wired for love and connection. So get rid of any judgment about it feeling awkward or weird and just submit to the idea of this practice and give it a shot for yourself. The second thing is, you don't have to say it out loud if that feels uncomfortable to you. You can also just think the thoughts and repeat the phrases in your head as you're visualizing whatever the situation was for yourself. And the last thing I want to mention is, even if you don't ever want to speak to the person that you are practicing this forgiveness exercise with, it's okay. It takes two to tango, and you asking for forgiveness is going to make you feel a whole lot better, which is really what this practice is all about. So now it's your turn to give this a try for yourself. What's something that's causing you to suffer? Drop a comment below on what you're struggling with or trying to work on. And I appreciate you as always for watching the video. Thank you, and until the next one, find your flow.